plaintiff, Charlotte Johnson, met the defendant while working together. Charlotte claims after the defendant said she wanted to write a book based on a personal tragedy, Charlotte agreed to provide publicity services. But she's suing because the defendant failed to pay for her work. Defendant Rolanda Turner says in 2008, she was working as a nurse and witnessed a teenage boy barricade a young woman in a hospital room and stab her repeatedly. And when Rolanda broke into the room to save the girl, the assailant turned on her. This was the subject of Rolanda's book, but she insists she never had an agreement with Charlotte for publicity services.
Start with you.
First of all, I want to tell you it's an honor to meet you again. I met you back when you wrote Inner City Miracles.
Okay.
On a book tour in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I'm from. Bought you a little North Carolina hat.
All right, thank you. I'll take that.
And I greatly respect you because you came from a negative to a positive, and you know, you're just so generous with sharing your wisdom and giving back. So
Thank you.
I wanted to let you know that first. I've watched you for over 15 years, DVR you. Don't miss it.
Thanks.
But today I'm here because I met Rolanda in 2011 at work. We were friends. We hit it off instantly.
Type of work do you all do?
Well, I was a social worker, and she's a nurse in mental health services.
Mm-hmm.
And we became friends instantly. And she shared with me that she had gone through a tragedy a few years before that, and she had been keeping a journal, and she wanted to turn it into a book. Well, I shared with her that I had also been through a tragedy, but it was a lot longer than that, but that I had been a former journalist and have worked in public relations for over 15 years. So then it was like, oh, the heavens opened up. You're perfect. I've been waiting on somebody to help me tell my story, who, you know, had similar backgrounds and understood, you know, mental health services, and that I was just perfect for it. So I supported her. I believed in her. And when she reached a level of success, she started changing.
Okay, let me get some background from her.
Well, first of all, Your Honor, it is an honor to be here today, and I appreciate you sharing your testimony and allowing others to be helped and to know that they can too change their lives. And I appreciate you for sharing your testimony.
No hat?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I watched you for 15 years.
This is from the state. And did you bring me a Charlotte Bobcat
Actually,
hat?
Your Honor, I am the author of The Call, a memoir.
Let me have that, please.
And I autographed it to you, if you do not mind. I'd like to give that to you.
Okay.
I appreciate you sharing your testimony and allowing others to be helped and to know that they can too change their lives. And I appreciate you for sharing your testimony.
No hat?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Defendant Rolanda Turner wrote a book, and the plaintiff claims Rolanda failed to pay her for publicity services for the book. But Rolanda insists she never hired the plaintiff to do anything.
Tell me about the tragedy you went through that you decided to write a book on.
Yes, sir. On February 20th, 2008, I was the charge nurse at a local hospital where a 15-year-old Hispanic boy walked into the hospital and just sporadically had chosen anyone, a young Caucasian girl, and he lured her into the room, barricaded her into the room, and he started stabbing her, dicing her up alive. Most people would run, hide, lock themselves in rooms. I thought to myself, I can run and hide and lock myself in a room, or I could run and go get help.
What did you do?
I decided to go in.
Wow.
I didn't want to leave her. I hardly knew her, but I knew I had to go in.
Man, what happened when you went in?
He then turned on me and started attacking me and stabbing me multiple times in my head, my back, the whole 9 yards. So I got up and I fought him.
So did the other young lady survive?
She did.
Oh, good.
She did survive.
Did you suffer any permanent damages?
I suffered a lot of
I
damages.
see a trauma.
Yes, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD.
Sure.
which a lot of people face when they've experienced such tragedy.
And that's what you wrote about?
My book, yes, sir. My book is about overcoming life obstacles.
Okay. What is the lawsuit for?
Well, the lawsuit is in August when she, got her self-publishing deal, she needed publicity. I was involved with the...
August of 11?
Yes, sir. I was involved with the book publisher, went to meetings.
What was the agreement? What were you to do?
I was supposed to do her pre-promotion to
What
get
did
the
that
word
include?
out. That include her press kit, her bio, her web content, any press releases.
Kit, web content.
Yes.
What else?
Any press releases and any marketing that would help her get her name out there. Went to different organizations,
Okay, that it?
Yes, sir, and I have
All right.
copies of the work that I did.
Oh, no, I need to know how much the amount was.
Okay, well, at the time, because I didn't, it was a long-term, at least 6-month campaign, the scope of the work is not really, outlined during that type of event.
Why
so
not?
I gave her
Why
a
not?
range.
Why not?
Well, because, stuff could come up. You may target for 5 interviews this month, but you may end up with 10.
What was the agreement on the price?
It could come between $3,500 to $9,000 or $10,000.
And she agreed to that?
Yes, sir.
She agreed that she would pay you from $3,000 to $9,000. That's a very big difference. It doesn't sound reasonable that a person would agree to that. And how much of that did she pay?
None.
Okay, none. All right, ma'am. Did you all come to an agreement for her to perform a 6-month publicity campaign for your book beginning August 11th?
Absolutely not.
Okay, did you all have an agreement of any type?
No.
Did she do any work for you?
Yes.
Okay, what work did she do?
It was prior to, it was the helping me with the book
What
that
month?
she assisted me with.
What month?
That
you say
was
prior to.
Yes, sir. It was April 2011.
What did she do after August 11?
Nothing.
Okay. Do you have any work
Yes,
to
sir.
show that you performed between August 11 and February 12?
From August, September, October, I have press releases. I have the interview that I prepared for her when she had an interview on the radio. I have web content, the web pages. I even have a copy of her current web page that says 2014 with my same copy that I wrote back in 2011 on her web page.
And do you have the final bill you gave her?
Yes. It came up to about $72.50.
And you told her that?
Yes, sir.
And what
We
did she
discussed
say?
that. And she said no problem because she was talking with the movie producer to get her book
Okay, and
turned
that
into
she
a
told
movie.
you no problem, and that was when?
That was
What month and year?
when she told me no.
Yes, ma'am, when she
That
told
was
you
in
no
February,
problem.
after the book was released.
All right. What happened when you went in?
He then turned on me and started attacking me and stabbing me multiple times in my head, my back, the whole 9 yards.
Defendant Rolanda Turner wrote a book, and the plaintiff claims Rolanda failed to pay her for publicity services for the book. But Rolanda insists she never hired the plaintiff to do anything.
Ma'am, what do you have to say regarding these things she completed for you? She has given me items that indicate she's done some of the work,
Your Honor,
particularly this website.
Your Honor, the website was not done by Charlotte Johnson. The website was done by the consulting firm that I hired.
What
And I
consulting
do have
firm is
proof,
that? You have
and I-
evidence of that?
Yes, sir, and I have proof of it. And
Proof that you hired a consulting
yes,
firm
and
to
it's
do
all
this?
in there. Yes, it is.
Mentor Consulting.
Mentor Consult.
Package for Rolanda.
Yes.
About Mentor Consulting. And you saying you paid them?
Yes, and the
to
price
do
is
this
in there
work?
as well.
If you see, I have communications with Mentor Enterprises. We were a team. We all
Where?
worked together.
Show me the communications.
And I
Because,
wrote the
ma'am, hold
copy.
on. You said that she hired you to do a website. I'm looking right here where they agreed to do the website,
Oh, the Mentor
book,
Enterprises.
logo, all for $2,500. But you say You all had a contract
His
to do it.
Colin, Mike Mentor Enterprises, we work together.
This does say the package was prepared by Mentor Consulting.
Yes, sir.
It's very clear that she hired them to represent her as a consultant for her media package. I'm reading it right here. You
No,
have
sir, that's
nothing
not
with her.
true.
Ma'am, you have not one agreement with her. Have a good day. Your claim is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't have anything. I gave her some more free publicity. She just lied.
My word is all I have, and that is what I stand on today.